Good morning. This is Pastor Jeff. This is our daily lectionary readings for Friday, November 25th, 2022. We have our three readings. Psalm 122 is our psalm reading. Genesis chapter 6, verses 1 through 10 is our Old Testament reading. And then the New Testament reading comes from the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verses 1 through 7. Let us listen in today, and I will be reading once again from the Message. Psalm 122. When they said, "Let's go to the house of God," my heart leaped for joy. And now we're here, O Jerusalem, inside Jerusalem's walls. Jerusalem, well-built city, built as a place for worship, the city to which the tribes ascend. All God's tribes go up to worship, to give thanks to the name of God. This is what it means to be Israel. Thrones for righteous judgment are set there. Famous David thrones. Pray for Jerusalem's peace. Prosperity to all you Jerusalem lovers. Friendly insiders, get along. Hostile outsiders, keep your distance. For the sake of my family and friends, I say it again. Live in peace. For the sake of the house of God, I'll do my very best for you. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verses 1 through 10. When the human race began to increase, with more and more daughters being born, the sons of God noticed that the daughters of men were beautiful. They looked them over and picked out wives for themselves. Then God said, I'm going to breathe life into men and women endlessly. Eventually, they're going to die. From now on, they can expect a lifespan of 120 years. This was back in the days and also later when there were giants in the land. The giants came from the union of the sons of God and the daughters of men. These were mighty men of ancient lore, the famous ones. God saw that human evil was out of control. People thought evil, imagined evil, evil from morning to night. God was sorry that he made the human race in the first place. It broke his heart. God said, I'll get rid of my ruined creation. Make a clean sweep. People, animal, snakes and bugs, birds, the works. I'm sorry I made them. But Noah was different. God liked what he saw in Noah. This is the story of Noah. Noah was a good man, a man of integrity in his community. Noah walked with God, and Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verses 1 through 7. The fundamental fact of existence is that this trust in God, this faith, is the firm foundation under everything that makes life worth living. It's our handle on what we can't see. The act of faith is what distinguishes our ancestors, sets them above the crowd. By faith, we see the world called into existence by God's word. What we see created by what we don't see. By an act of faith, Abel brought a better sacrifice to God than Cain. It was what he believed, not what he bought, that made the difference. That's what God noticed and approved of righteousness. After all these centuries, that belief continues to catch our notice. By an act of faith, Enoch skipped death completely. They looked all over and couldn't find him because God had taken him. We know on the basis of reliable testimony that before he was taken, he pleased God. It's impossible to please God apart from faith. And why? Because anyone who wants to approach God must believe both that he exists and that he cares enough to respond to those who seek him. By faith, Noah built a ship in the middle of dry land. He was warned about something that he couldn't see and acted on what he was told. The results? His family was saved. His act of faith drew a sharp line between the evil of the unbelieving world and the righteousness of the believing world. As a result, Noah became intimate with God. And here ends our readings for the day. Hope that you have a beautiful start of the weekend.